5 a.m. It's Thursday, February 3rd. I'm Gary Libator, meteorologist. Hannah Evans joining us now to help us all plan our day ahead, and it is going to be a snowy one at some point, right?
Yes, so we are seeing a wintry mix this morning. Most of us seeing rain in the Mohawk Valley and south, and there is a little bit of snow up north, but we are going to be seeing all snow later on this afternoon. Heading into tomorrow, so we are going to be seeing a lot.
And if you are heading out this morning, in some spots, it's a little slippery.
Yes, it can be a little slippery, especially because we are getting some spots where we are seeing a wintry mix. So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, we are seeing mostly snow up north with rain in the Mohawk Valley and down south, and some spots of freezing rain and sleet where that pink line is. So just be careful when traveling this morning, but it is not too bad of a commute. Here is our total snowfall prediction. This went into effect last night at 11 p.m. and goes until 5 p.m. on Friday. We're expecting 10 to 16 inches with most of this snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning. That's when we will see the heaviest, and 5 to 10 inches in just the southern part of Otsego County, including Oneida. We are all under winter storm warnings in effect now until Friday afternoon, so just keep that in mind. So the snow does shift late this morning into the early afternoon hours for all of us seeing some type of snowfall. The morning commute this morning is okay for most of our areas. We're just seeing some slippery conditions, but it is going to be pretty bad tomorrow as the snow gets heavy. The heaviest of snow is going to fall tonight and tomorrow morning. So for today, we will see some rain this morning, shifting over to all snow by the afternoon hours with highs in the mid-30s, and I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Anna, thanks. You'll want to keep our Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center team close to you over the next 48 hours at WKTV.com and our free WKTV app. You can find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. There will also keep you up to date on snow emergencies. And right now, snow emergencies for the villages of Ilion and Milford are already in effect. The city of Utica and New York Mills have snow emergencies starting tonight at 10 o'clock, meaning that all cars must be off of the streets. Residents across the state, and especially right here,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are seeing some rain this morning in the Mohawk Valley and south, and some snow up north. Let's take a look now at the CAFV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Those lights are not shining as brightly because we are seeing some rain this morning with our temperatures in the mid-30s. Now let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. So most of the Mohawk Valley and down south is seeing some rain with the exception of a few wintry mix in some spots. That is that pink color. Up north, they are seeing mostly moderate snow showers, but all of us today are going to be seeing some snow as this mixing line does shift south throughout this morning. So here is our radar and satellite showing what's going on. We see these snow showers and these rain showers coming in from the west due to this cold front that is basically all across the northeast coast. We are seeing the storm all across the northeast. It kind of was in the central United States as well. So we will be seeing the snow and that mixed precipitation moving up into our area throughout the day today, and this is looking to last until tomorrow afternoon. The National Weather Service has since issued winter storm warnings in effect for all of central New York. These stay into effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So here's expected snowfall forecast just for today. This is through 7 p.m. We are going to be seeing a lot more rain in just the southern part of the Mohawk Valley and down south, so not looking to get that much snow accumulation, about 1 to 3 inches. And in the northern part of the Mohawk Valley and up north, 3 to 6 inches of snow can be expected for today. So on our skycast, as we can see, there is a line separating the rain and the snow mix that is happening here this morning, but it will shift south throughout the morning. This is 11 a.m. Most of us seeing snow at this point, with the exception of further down in Otsego County. At 3:30 p.m., starting to see some ice down in Otsego County, so just be careful that you are traveling down there this evening and this afternoon. There could be some icy spots, so just be careful of that. Now, this snowfall map does go into effect at 7 p.m. tonight until noon Friday. We are looking at an additional Altogether, 6 to 14 inches of snow, with the heaviest of snow falling in the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and kind of further down to the south, and 6 to 9 inches falling in the North Country and the western part of the Mohawk Valley. So once this shift does happen, we are going to be seeing all snow by the overnight hours tonight. This is 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we are going to be seeing some heavy snow, especially in the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and down south. This is all looking to start to die down at around noon on Friday, with the exception of a few scattered snow showers. So this is a look at the ice accumulation starting this afternoon into Friday morning. We could be seeing a lot of ice down south, especially in the Cooperstown and the Onondaga area, so just be careful of that. This is the total snowfall forecast for the whole event starting last night at 11 p.m. through 5 p.m. on Friday. We were looking at a total of 10 to 16 inches, with most of this heavy snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning, and 5 to 10 inches in the southern part of Otsego County, including Onondaga, because that is where they are going to be seeing some ice and some sleet. So after noon on Friday, we are going to be seeing a few scattered snow showers still kind of lingering, but we do look to clear out overall by Friday evening. The clouds do look to decrease as well as we head into Saturday morning. It is going to be pretty cool with our temperatures below zero, and Saturday only highs in the teens. But for today, we are going to be seeing that rain turning over to all snow, with highs in the mid-30s happening this morning. Overnight tonight, our lows do fall in the 20s, and we are going to be seeing some pretty heavy snowfall. So just be careful when traveling tomorrow. We have an alert day for today and for tomorrow due to that wintry mix today turning into heavy snow tonight and heavy snow tomorrow morning. This looks to clear out this weekend. Back to you, Gary.
A very busy weekend here.
Yes, very busy next couple of days.
Yeah. Hannah, thanks. A special meeting of the City of Utica Planning.
Saying good morning to New York Mills and all of the greater Utica region. This is the snowfall forecast through 7 p.m. tonight, so a lot of us are going to be seeing more rain and mixed precipitation today, especially in the Mohawk Valley and south. So 1 to 3 inches of snow accumulation is expected there, with 3 to 6 inches falling up north because they are seeing some snowfall at this time. Now from 7 p.m. tonight till noon tomorrow, we are going to be seeing the most amount of our snow. 9 to 14 additional inches off of that snowfall map that I just showed before. 9 to 14 more inches of snow is going to be falling just east of the Mohawk Valley and down south just a little bit. 6 to 9 inches expected up north and down south a little bit towards the western part of our viewing area. So that is what we are looking at, additional snowfall tonight to noon tomorrow. So our total snowfall forecast from last night until 5 p.m. Friday, we're going to be seeing just a few scattered showers after noon tomorrow. So until 5 p.m. Friday, 10 to 16 inches for most of our area, with most of the snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning, and 5 to 10 inches for the areas furthest down south, which includes Onondaga. I'll have a look at your commute forecast for today coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Utica County, Thursday, February 3rd. I'm Gary Liberatore, meteorologist. Hannah Evans joining us now once again. And Hannah, it is a very active time over there in the Weather Center, and you guys are going to be busy over the next couple of days.
Yes, so we are seeing rain for the Mohawk Valley and south this morning. Some areas are seeing some icy spots, and up north they are seeing snow. We are looking to turn to all snow by this afternoon.
And a lot is coming overnight tonight, right?
Yes, and the heaviest of snow is going to be falling overnight into tomorrow morning, and then it does all look to come to an end tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, a busy 24 to 36 hours.
Yes, it is going to be very busy. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Once again, we are seeing rain in the Mohawk Valley and down south, with a few icy spots where that pink is, and we are seeing some snow up north this morning. So here is our total snowfall map. This went into effect at 11 p.m. last night when all of this started, and stays in effect until 5 p.m. on Friday. We are expecting 10 to 16 inches for most of our area, with most of this heavy snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning. 5 to 10 inches can be expected the furthest down south, including Onondaga, because that is where they're going to be seeing the most amount of wintry mix rather than all snow. National Weather Service has since issued winter storm warnings for all of central New York in effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So the snow does shift late this morning into early afternoon. So all of us are going to be seeing some type of snow and a wintry mix, especially down south. The morning commute this morning is okay for most of our areas. We are seeing some rain rather than snow. The heaviest of snow is going to be overnight tonight, making the commute tomorrow pretty rough. Now for today, we are seeing that rain switching over to some heavy snow later on this evening, with highs in the mid-30s happening this morning, and I will be tracking this out coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. At this hour, the big winter storm that's heading our way already has more than 100 million people under winter weather alerts, stretching from the Rockies to Texas to the Midwest and even right here. Reporter Daryl Forges is on the ground in a snow-covered Detroit with the latest.
Throughout the day on Wednesday, we saw nothing but snow and heavy winds here in downtown Detroit. I want to get out the way and show you what we've been seeing all throughout the day today. You just see how much snow has accumulated on the ground. Forecasters predicted between 8 to 12 inches of snow here in Detroit, as well as for the surrounding areas. But right now, the biggest issue with the snow turning into ice, causing some treacherous road conditions. A wintry mess, turning roads into a dangerous place to be. Slick roads, snarling traffic, and sending vehicles sliding into ditches.
If everything holds to where it is right now, this is the real deal. It is dangerous.
A monstrous winter storm spanning hundreds of miles across the country is unleashing dangerous ice and snow accumulations and dropping some places into a deep freeze, threatening to paralyze parts of the Midwest and the South.
The amount of potential ice accumulation could potentially result in the loss of power for a large number of Kentuckians.
In Texas, where nearly 250 people died after an ice storm crippled the state's power grid last year, they've been preparing for days.
After last year, I think us all Texans are kind of scared.
No one can guarantee that there won't be a, quote, load shed event. But what we will work and strive to achieve, and what we're prepared to achieve, is that the power is going to stay on across the entire state.
Traveling will be impossible in some places, leading to the cancellation of thousands of flights. And FedEx says the storm could impact shipping and delivery services, saying in a statement, quote, "Contingency plans are in place and we will be prepared to provide the best possible service in areas affected by the winter storm and as local conditions allow." And not only did we see thousands of flights canceled on Wednesday, but we've already seen thousands more canceled for Thursday. Now, because of how bad the storm has been all across the Midwest, parts of the South, and the Northeast, state and local officials are urging people to hunker down for at least another day. In Detroit, I'm Daryl Forges.
State health officials are set to hold a virtual event today featuring a panel of experts discussing how to identify and treat long-term symptoms of COVID-19 and how the state can...
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are seeing some rain in the Mohawk Valley and south this morning and some moderate snow showers up north. Let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. Those lights are not shining as bright because we are seeing some light rain showers here on top of Smith Hill, as well as temperatures in the mid-30s. Now let's take a look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing some rain showers once again in the Mohawk Valley and down south, with a few icy spots where that pink is. Up north, we are seeing a few light snow showers. We are seeing a wintry mix here this morning. Same thing goes for our radar and satellite. We are seeing a wintry mix, but I am going to zoom out to show you that this storm is across much of the United States this morning. This is because that cold front is moving through the area. There is warmer air on this side of the cold front and colder air on the other side. So once this continues to move through, we will be seeing all snow in the afternoon hours today once this does move through. Now, the National Weather Service has since put out a winter storm warning in effect for all of central New York. This is in effect now and lasts until 3 p.m. tomorrow. This is our snowfall forecast through 7 p.m. tonight. So we are going to be seeing more rain this morning and a mixed precipitation later on, as well as some ice in some places. So we are not going to be seeing a lot of snowfall accumulation today. 3 to 6 inches is expected up north and 1 to 3 inches for much of the Mohawk Valley and further down south. So let's take a look at that on our skycast. We are seeing some rain down south with that mixing line right in the Mohawk Valley and some snow up north. We will start to see all snow by the later morning hours today and turning into all snow by this afternoon with some ice down south. The ice can be pretty tricky down south because that is going to remain there for quite a while. So let's take a look at the ice accumulation once again. Just be careful when driving. Anything over 0.2 inches of ice accumulation does cause for tricky travel conditions. So definitely is going to be some ice accumulation down south, especially in Otsego County for this afternoon into tonight. Now after 7 p.m. most of us are going to be seeing all snow and that ice will start to move out. We are looking at 9 to 14 additional snowfall accumulation on top of that 3 to 6 and 1 to 3 already. This goes into effect at 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. So 9 to 14 for the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and down south. 6 to 9 additional inches can be expected up north and in the western part of the Mohawk Valley. So let's take a look at that on our Skycast. So we see that mixing line will continue to shift south throughout the night, with all of us seeing snow in the overnight hours into Friday. So we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snowfall tonight into Friday morning. By 10 a.m. it does look to kind of start to clear out, and by noon mostly being cleared out from the heaviest of snowfall. So our total snowfall forecast is 10 to 16 inches widespread, with the exception of 5 to 10 inches in the Onondaga area. Most of the snow does fall tonight into tomorrow morning. After noon tomorrow, we are going to be seeing a few scattered snow showers still kind of lingering and mostly cloudy skies. We will start to clear out overnight tomorrow into Saturday, with temperatures dropping into below 0 temperatures. It is going to be pretty cold on Saturday with mostly sunny skies and highs just in the teens. But for today, we do have a high in the mid-30s happening this morning. That rain will switch over to snow this afternoon, and we will be seeing heavy snow overnight tonight with lows in the 20s. So today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day because of the wintry mix turning to heavy snow later on, and Friday is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to heavy snow in the morning before clearing out in the evening. We are dry for the weekend and for next week. Gary?
Anna, thanks. 5 students at Clinton High School were sick.
Back here's a look of a chance of snow accumulation for the whole event. It looks like most of the snow is going to be concentrated in the Mohawk Valley and up north, and in the northern part of Otsego County we are going to be seeing more ice rather than snow down south. So just keep that in mind. Traveling is going to be especially difficult this evening and tomorrow morning. So we did issue a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for today and for tomorrow due to the wintry mix today, heaviest of snowfall falling tonight into Friday morning, with snowfall rates about an inch, maybe even more per hour. This is going to cause tricky travel and heavy snow accumulation, especially tonight and into tomorrow morning. News Channel 2 at sunrise will continue after the break.
This Thursday, February 3rd. I'm Gary Liberatore, meteorologist. Hannah Evans joining us now to help us all plan ahead for this big snowfall that's on its way.
Yes, so right now we are seeing more rain and a wintry mix rather than snow, but we are all going to be seeing snow later on this afternoon, and overnight tonight is when the heaviest of it will fall.
And a lot's coming.
Yes, and it does look like a lot so far. We are forecasting 10 to 16 inches.
Wow.
Yes, so let's take a look now at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. A lot of us are seeing rain this morning, with the exception of up north seeing a few snow showers and a wintry mix where that pink color is. So the total snowfall forecasted for this event starting at 11 p.m. last night when this all started until 5 p.m. on Friday is 10 to 16 inches, with the most of this snow falling Thursday night into Friday morning. We do have an exception for the Onondaga area, looking at about 5 to 10 inches because more ice and a wintry mix is going to be occurring down there. So the National Weather Service has put out winter storm warnings in effect for all of central New York until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So the snow does shift to the south this late morning into the early afternoon hours. So we are going to be seeing some snowfall coming in the afternoon hours today. This morning, the morning commute is okay, just slippery in some spots, but a lot of us are seeing rain rather than snow. The heaviest of snowfall is going to fall tonight and overnight, allowing for the commute tomorrow to be pretty tricky. Now for today, we are going to be seeing that rain shifting over to snow. Highs are in the mid-30s, and I will be talking a little bit more about this coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. You'll want to keep our Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center team close to you over the next 48 hours at WKTV.com and our free WKTV app. You can find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. There, we'll also keep you up to date on snow emergencies, and right now, snow emergencies are in effect for the villages of Ilion and Milford. The city of Utica and New York Mills have snow emergencies starting tonight at 10 o'clock, meaning that all cars must be off the streets. And residents across the state, and especially right here in central New York, are getting ready for Old Man Winter. And Governor Hochul has directed state agencies to prepare for the latest storm by making sure equipment and manpower is in place where it would be needed most. She's also advising New Yorkers to limit travel and allow emergency response crews to complete their tasks of making sure our roads are cleared quickly and safely. And we caught up with Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Commissioner Jackie Bray yesterday to see how they are coordinating efforts with local authorities.
At this time, our counties are reporting that they are prepared and they don't need additional equipment or personnel from us. But if they needed us, we would come and be ready to help them with anything from, plowing the roads, to providing supplies, to supporting local response in their emergency operation centers.
Bray says one of the best things you can do to stay safe is to be informed. So again, make sure you pay close attention to the News Channel 2 weather team for all of the latest storm information. From the News Channel 2 Alert,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. We are seeing a few rain and snow showers here this morning. So let's take a look now at the CAV tower camera. We are seeing some snow or some rain up here on top of Smith Hill. Those lights are not shining as bright because we are dealing with a little bit of low visibility. Now on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, some rain showers in the Mohawk Valley and down south with a few snow showers up north. We are also seeing some mixed precipitation where that pink color is this morning. So just be careful when driving. There are a few slippery spots outside. So here's the radar and satellite. We are seeing the cold air moving in at this point, and most of us are going to be seeing snow showers later on this afternoon. So we do have warm air on the right side of this cold front and cold air on the left side. So as this cold front does move through, we will be seeing that colder air moving in, bringing us all snow, specifically the heaviest falling tonight into tomorrow morning. The National Weather Service has put out winter storm warnings for all of central New York. These are in effect now until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So through 7 p.m. tonight, we are not looking to get that much snow accumulation. We're looking at more rain and a wintry mix in the area, along with some ice specifically down south. So we're looking at 1 to 3 inches of snow accumulation in the Mohawk Valley and south, and 3 to 6 inches of snow up north. Because we are seeing a mixed precipitation this morning with some snow up north, most of the rain is concentrated down south. We will kind of see a break in the snow later on this afternoon, but then the snow does make a return into the evening hours with some ice accumulation specifically down south. So here's a look at some of the ice accumulation. It can get pretty slippery. Anything over 0.2 inches of ice can cause for tricky travel conditions. So if you do live in Otsego County and further down south, be careful when driving this afternoon. It could be very icy. Now here is our snowfall forecast from 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. So this is additional snowfall starting at 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. We are looking at 9 to 14 inches in the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and down south, and 6 to 9 inches in the North Country and the furthest point down south. So let's look at that on our Skycast. We are still seeing some ice down south at this point at 7 p.m. this evening with some snow elsewhere. So we are going to see that line shift south throughout the overnight hours tonight. This is 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. All of us seeing snow showers. The heaviest of snow is going to be falling overnight. And by 10 a.m. we do see it start to lighten up. And by noon it does start to clear out for tomorrow. So our total snowfall forecast is looking to be 10 to 16 inches for the total event. Most of the snow does fall tonight into early tomorrow morning. We do have an exception of 5 to 10 inches for the furthest area down south, including Oneida, because they are going to be seeing some ice. So after noon on Friday, we are going to be seeing a few more scattered snow showers, but then looking to totally clear out by Friday evening. Overnight Friday into Saturday, it gets pretty cold with our lows below 0. And on Saturday, our high temperatures only in the teens, but we will be seeing mostly sunny skies. As for today, we are going to be seeing that rain turning over to snow with the high in the mid-30s. Tonight is when the heaviest of snow is going to fall. We will see lows in the 20s. So just be careful when traveling outside tomorrow. We are going to be seeing heavy snowfall accumulation tomorrow morning. So most of this snow does fall tonight into tomorrow morning. The snow does look to clear out tomorrow afternoon. That is why we do have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days, one for today and tomorrow. And we are going to be dry for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
It's a special meeting of the City of Utica Planning Board.
And good morning to New York Mills and all of the greater Utica region. Here's our snowfall forecast through 7 p.m. tonight. We are looking at 3 to 6 inches for up north because they are going to be seeing most of the snow today, and 1 to 3 inches in the Mohawk Valley and south because we are going to be seeing some rain as well as some ice further down south in Otsego County. Now, as we head into 7 p.m. tonight through noon tomorrow, that is when we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snow falling. So this is additional snowfall. Once again, this goes into effect at 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. We are looking at 9 to 14 inches for the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and further down south, and 6 to 9 inches for up north, the western part of the Mohawk Valley and the area including Onondaga, where they are going to be seeing the most amount of ice. So our total snowfall for this event is looking to be 10 to 16 inches for most of us, and most of the snow is falling tonight into tomorrow morning. 5 to 10 inches are expected for the southern part of Otsego County, including Onondaga, because they are going to be seeing some ice rather than some more snow. I'll have a look at your commute forecast for today coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Utica Comets opened up. It's Thursday, February 3rd. I'm Gary Libertor, meteorologist Hannah Evans, joining us now with the latest on this snowfall that is expected to start later today, but then get heavier overnight tonight.
Yes, so we are seeing a lot of rain on the radar right now, but we are going to all start seeing some snow by this afternoon, and then overnight tonight is when it's going to be the heaviest.
Yeah, and we're getting near a foot.
Yes, so we are forecasting 10 to 16 inches. So wow. A lot of snow, probably the biggest snowfall thus far this season.
Yeah.
So let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 at Doppler radar. We are seeing some rain for the Mohawk Valley and down south this morning, as well as some snow showers up north. And that pink color is where we are seeing some ice, so just be careful of that. Our total snowfall forecast for this whole event that started last night until 5 p.m. Friday, we were looking at 10 to 16 inches with the exception of 5 to 10 inches in the Onondaga area. But most of this snow does fall tonight into tomorrow morning. National Weather Service has put out winter storm warnings in effect until 3 p.m. for all of central New York. So the shifts to snow late this morning to early afternoon hours. We will be seeing more snow this afternoon as compared to this morning. This morning, the morning commute is okay. We are seeing a few rain showers, some snow showers, and slippery spots, but it is not going to be as bad as tomorrow morning because we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snow tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, for the rest of the day, we will be seeing that rain switching over to snow, temperatures in the mid-30s, and I will be tracking this out coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. A reminder that you'll want to keep the information from our Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center close to you over the next 48 hours. Here on News Channel 2, also WKTV.com, and our free WKTV app, where you can find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. Right now, snow emergencies for the villages of Ilion and Milford are already in effect. The city of Utica and the village of New York Mills have snow emergencies starting at 10 o'clock tonight, meaning that all cars must be off the streets. Well, it's the last thing anyone wants to hear during the winter, but energy prices are on the rise. Futures for natural gas.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are seeing a wintry mix this morning with the Mohawk Valley and south seeing some rain and up north seeing some snow. Let's take a look now at the CAVI tower camera overlooking the city of Utica. We are seeing a few light rain showers here and temperatures are in the mid-30s. On the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, we are seeing a few rain showers in the Mohawk Valley and further down south this morning. The snow does look to remain up north with a few icy spots where where the areas in pink are on our radar. So here's the radar and satellite just to show you that this did start moving through last night, seeing a wintry mix here this morning. But this cold front is what is causing all of this commotion. We do have a low pressure system attached to it as well. We are seeing it affect almost half of the United States at this point. We do have warm air on the right side and cold air on the left side. So as this cold front moves through, the cold air will advance, and all of us are going to be seeing mostly snowfall, especially tonight into tomorrow morning. Now, the National Weather Service has put out a winter storm warning in effect for all of central New York. This is in effect now until 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. This snowfall forecast is through 7 p.m. tonight. We are seeing a lot of rain this morning and some mixed precipitation. So we are not expecting that much snowfall for today. We are expecting about 3 to 6 inches up north and in the northern part of the Mohawk Valley, and 1 to 3 inches for the rest of us. Also, a lot of the ice is going to be concentrated down south, so not much snow accumulation is looking to fall there today. So we are seeing some rain here this morning with some snow showers. It is not too heavy yet, kind of turning scattered as the morning progresses, but then as we get into the late morning, early afternoon hours, we will be seeing widespread snow with some ice further down south in Otsego County. And by 7 p.m., seeing heavier snowfall. We can see that darker blue color and still some ice accumulating down south. So here's a look at the ice accumulation. It does look pretty hectic. Anything over 0.2 inches of ice can cause for tricky travel issues. So this is concentrated down south in most of Otsego County. So just be careful when traveling and you're commuting home this evening. That is when the snow is going to get heavy and we are going to be seeing a lot more ice further down south. Now, as from 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow, we are going to be seeing the heaviest amounts of our snowfall. This is additional snowfall starting at 7 p.m. We are looking at 9 to 14 inches in the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and kind of further down south, and 6 to 9 inches elsewhere. So that goes into effect at 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. So we are going to be seeing this ice shift south before we all are going to be seeing snow overnight into Friday. The heaviest of snow is going to fall tonight and into Friday morning. By 10 a.m. on Friday, it does look to calm down a little bit, and by noon, kind of starting to clear out. So here's our total snowfall forecast. Most of this is falling tonight into tomorrow morning. 10 to 16 inches is expected widespread, with the exception of the area furthest down south of Otsego County, including Oneida, only looking at about 5 to 10 inches because of that ice accumulation. Now, after noon tomorrow, we will be seeing a few scattered snow showers still lingering, totally clearing out by the evening hours. We will see a decrease in clouds overnight into Saturday as our lows fall below zero. Mostly sunny skies are expected on Saturday, but it will be pretty cold and windy. We will have highs in the mid-teens. Now, for today, we will see that rain switching over to snow this afternoon with a high in the mid-30s. Tonight is when the heaviest of snow is going to fall, and we do have lows in the lower 20s. So today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to a wintry mix turning to heavy snow this evening, and heavy snow remains for our second Storm Tracker 2 alert day tomorrow. We do look to clear out tomorrow evening and for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
All eyes are on your weather center over the next 48 hours or so.
I'm stressed.
Hannah, thanks. 5 students at
Welcome back. This is the chance of snow accumulation in our area throughout this whole event. Most of the snow is going to be falling in the Mohawk Valley up north and a little bit down in the southern valleys, but less snowfall in the most southern part of Otsego County because they are going to be seeing more ice accumulation, especially this afternoon. So today and tomorrow are Storm Tracker 2 alert days. We are seeing a wintry mix today with the heaviest snowfall falling tonight into tomorrow morning. Snowfall rates at about an inch, maybe even more per hour at this time. So it is going to cause tricky travel, especially this evening and tomorrow morning. We are going to be seeing a heavy snowfall accumulation. Once again, 10 to 16 inches expected. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The Utica Common Council has you, everyone. It is 7 a.m. It is Thursday, February 3rd. I'm Gary Liberatore and meteorologist Hannah Evans joining us now. And Hannah, this is going to be a snowy next 24 to 36 hours for us.
Yes, so right now we are seeing more of a mix, but the snow looks to move in this afternoon, and the heaviest of snow is going to be occurring overnight tonight into tomorrow morning.
And I just heard on the scanner a number of agencies dealing with very slippery roads right now.
Yes, we are also seeing some ice accumulation because of the wintry mix, especially in the Mohawk Valley and down south.
Be careful driving this morning.
Yes, Just be careful when driving. Let's take a look right now at the bus stop forecast. Most of us are seeing rain this morning, especially in the Mohawk Valley and south, along with some ice because temperatures are around freezing. But by the afternoon, we will drop in temperature as the cold air moves in, seeing some snow. Now for today, that rain will switch over to snow this afternoon with a high in the mid-30s. Overnight tonight, the heaviest of snow will be occurring with the low in the 20s, so be careful when commuting this evening and tomorrow. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And you'll want to keep our Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center close to you over the next 48 hours at WKTV.com and our free WKTV app. You can find radar images, snowfall totals, temperatures and closures, as well as snow emergencies that are in effect. And right now, snow emergencies for the villages of Ilion and Milford are in place. The city of Utica and the village of New York Mills will have snow emergencies starting at 10 o'clock tonight, and that means all cars must be off the streets. And residents across the state, and especially right here in central New York, are getting ready for Old Man Winter. Governor Hochul has directed state agencies to prepare for the latest storm by making sure equipment and manpower is in place where it will be needed most. She's also advising New Yorkers to limit travel and allow emergency response crews to complete their tasks of making sure our roadways are cleared quickly and safely. We caught up with Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services Commissioner Jackie Bray to see how they are coordinating efforts with local authorities.
At this time, our counties are reporting that they are prepared and they don't need additional equipment or personnel from us. But if they needed us, we would come and be ready to help them with anything from, plowing the roads, to providing supplies, to supporting local response in their emergency operation centers.
Bray says one of the best things you can do to stay safe is to be informed. So again, make sure you pay close attention to the News Channel 2 weather team for all of the latest storm information. From the News Channel 2 Alert Desk,
here's a live look at our Cavie Tower camera. Looking pretty dark out there with low visibility this morning, so just be careful when driving. Here's our total snowfall forecast for the whole event. This ends 5 p.m. Friday. We're looking at 10 to 16 inches widespread, the heaviest of snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning, with the exception of just south of Otsego County, including Oneida, 5 to 10 inches, because they are going to be seeing more of a wintry mix rather than all snowfall. So for today, we will see that rain changing over to snow with a high in the mid-30s. That's happening this morning. Overnight tonight, a low in the low 20s with the heaviest of snow falling tonight. Back to you, Gary.
Thanks. The state legislature is expected to vote.
Back, we are seeing rain in the Mohawk Valley and south this morning, as well as some snow up north. Let's take a look now at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are also seeing some icy spots in the Mohawk Valley and down south. These are the spots highlighted in the pink, so just be careful when traveling this morning. Here's our snowfall forecast for the whole event that started last night until 5 p.m. tomorrow. 10 to 16 inches is expected, with most of this snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning. An additional 5 to 10 inches can be expected in the southern part of Otsego County, including Oneida, because they are going to be seeing more of a wintry mix in ice rather than all snow. The National Weather Service has since put out a winter storm warning in effect for all of central New York. This is in effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So we will see the shift to snow later this morning in the early afternoon hours today, with still some ice down south. The morning commute this morning is okay. We are just seeing some slippery conditions, so be careful of that, but it is not going to be as bad as it's going to be tomorrow, because we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snow falling overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. So for the day, we will see this rain turn over to snow by the afternoon, with highs in the mid-30s. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. State health officials are set to hold.
Most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good morning, everybody. We are seeing a mix of rain and snow here this morning with some icy spots, so be careful when traveling. Let's take a look now at the Cavie Tower camera. It is looking pretty dark outside overlooking the city of Utica, so just be careful for low visibility this morning. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, we are seeing most of the rain in the Mohawk Valley and further down south, and the snow concentrated up north this morning. With the exception of these pink spots on our radar, that is where we are seeing some ice. So once again, be careful when traveling. So as we zoom out on our radar and satellite, we see this cold front along with the low pressure system is what is causing this storm to move through our area. It is kind of affecting half of the United States at this point. We are seeing the warmer air on the right side and the colder air on the left side. So as this cold front moves through our area this afternoon, we will start to see all snow as that cold air does move through. The National Weather Service has put out winter storm warnings in effect for all of central New York. This is in effect now until 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So for today, we're not really expecting that much snow accumulation because we are seeing a lot of rain and some ice this morning and into the afternoon hours. 3 to 6 inches are expected for up north, and 1 to 3 inches are expected for the southern part of the Mohawk Valley and down south due to more rain and ice rather than snow. So we are seeing that rain down south here this morning as well as in the Mohawk Valley, but we will start to see all snow as we get into the later afternoon hours of today. So we will start to see all snow at around 3:30 p.m. with some ice accumulation specifically down south into Otsego County. By 7 p.m. the snow does look to start to pick up and become heavy. But ice accumulation can be a problem down south, especially in Otsego County here this afternoon. This does look to accumulate a little bit, but it looks to end as we get all snow into the area overnight tonight. Now, this is additional snowfall from 7 p.m. this evening until noon Friday. We're looking at an additional 9 to 14 inches for the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and further down south, and 6 to 9 additional inches up north, western part of the Mohawk Valley, and the furthest down south in Otsego County. So we are still seeing some ice down in Otsego County at 7 p.m. with some snow elsewhere. That will shift south in the overnight hours, and we will be seeing heaviest of snow overnight into early tomorrow morning. It does look to taper off later in the morning at around 10 or 11 p.m. and fully kind of move out by around noon. So our total snowfall is looking to be 10 to 16 inches for this whole event, with most of the snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning. We do have one exception down in Oneida, 5 to 10 inches, because they are going to be seeing more ice rather than snow. So we are going to be seeing a few scattered snow showers after noon on Friday, but by the evening we will be dried out and mostly cloudy. The clouds will decrease overnight, and it is going to get pretty cold with our lows in the below zero temperatures going into Friday night into Saturday, and pretty cold on Saturday with mostly sunny skies, windy conditions, and highs just in the teens. Before today, we will see that rain switching over to snow with a high in the mid-30s. Tonight, the heaviest of snow is going to fall, and we do have lows in the 20s. So we do have two Storm Tracker 2 alert days, one for today due to the wintry mix turning to heavy snow this evening, and one for tomorrow due to the heavy snow tomorrow morning. The snow does look to end tomorrow afternoon into the weekend, but just be careful when traveling this evening and tomorrow morning.
Weather, a wintry mix outside at this hour as the snow is expected to start falling heavier this afternoon and then much heavier overnight tonight. A number of area schools, including the Utica City School District, have dismissed students early. All Utica students were dismissed either at 11 this morning or just now at noon. Also, a number of snow emergencies being declared. Among them, the city of Utica has issued a snow emergency that begins at 10 o'clock tonight. So all cars must be off the roadways or will be subject to fines and towing. Meteorologist Hannah Evans is tracking this storm system that is now entering our region. And Hannah, this is one large system, isn't it?
Yes, this system is kind of going all across central United States right now. A lot of us across the United States are seeing it, and we are going to be seeing a lot of snowfall from it as well. So let's take a look at our updated snowfall forecast for this hour. It does look like further down south is going to be seeing more ice than before. So 5 to 10 inches has been extended up into the Cooperstown area for most of Otsego County, and 10 to 16 inches expected elsewhere. Again, most of the snow is going to be falling this evening and tonight and into early tomorrow morning. If we do take a look now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, almost all of us are seeing snow at this hour. The rain has since moved out, but this is a very wet snow. Doesn't look to be sticking just yet because our temperatures are still kind of above freezing. So at the Griffith Park Airport in Rome right now, it is measuring 34 degrees. So that is why this snow is not really sticking to any roadways just yet. So we are shifting to snow at this hour. It is going to be pretty icy, especially overnight and especially down south in Otsego County, with the heaviest of snowfall falling overnight. So we are seeing snow right now. Our temperatures will continue to drop and we will be seeing the heaviest of snowfall overnight. And I will be tracking this out further coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. You'll want to keep our Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center team close to you over the next 48 hours. And you can do so online at WKTV.com and our free WKTV app. You can find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. There we'll also keep you up to date on snow emergencies. And right now, snow emergencies for the villages of Ilion and Milford are already in effect. The city of Utica and New York Mills have issued snow emergencies starting tonight at 10 o'clock. Meaning that all cars must be off the streets. President Biden addressed the New
York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We are seeing mostly snow in our area right now, with the heaviest of snow coming in later on this evening. Let's take a look at the CAV tower camera. Can't really see much. It is facing our parking lot. We are experiencing low visibility in a lot of our areas here this afternoon. Now let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are seeing light to moderate snow showers right now have taken over most of our area, with the exception of the southernmost part of Otsego County. They're still kind of seeing a wintry mix with some rain mixed in there. But a lot of the snow is not sticking yet. Our temperatures are still above freezing for most of us, so we are seeing that wet snowfall, but it doesn't look to be sticking to any of the roadways just yet. So that cold front is right over us. We are seeing the cold air moving at this point, with that warm air moving out. So the snow will start to stick as soon as that temperature drops to below freezing. Once again, the National Weather Service has a winter storm warning issued for all of central New York in effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. So here's our snowfall forecast starting at 7 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow. We are looking at an additional 9 to 14 inches overnight tonight into noon tomorrow for the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and further down south. 6 to 9 inches can be expected up north and in the southern part of Otsego County. So here's a look at 7 p.m. to noon on our Skycast. We are going to be seeing the heaviest of snow at this time, with still some ice and some sleet mixing in down in Otsego County. So overnight tonight, we are still going to be seeing some sleet down south and some heavy snow in the Mohawk Valley and up north. By 7 a.m. on Friday, all of us look to be seeing that heavy snow, and it will slowly be coming to an end by noon. So here's a look at some of the ice and sleet accumulation that is possible. It is in the most southern part of Otsego County, so if you do live down there tonight and tomorrow morning, it is going to be pretty icy if you are traveling, so just keep that in mind and please drive slowly. We have updated our snowfall map from this morning. We did just extend the 5 to 10 inches into Otsego County for most of them, because they are going to be seeing some rather icy conditions rather than snowfall. The rest of us, like the Mohawk Valley and up north, still seeing 10 to 16 inches of snow, with most of it falling tonight into early tomorrow morning. So let's look at from noon on our Skycast. So at noon, still seeing some snow showers, but afternoon we are going to see some scattered showers and then totally clearing out by tomorrow evening. We will also see a decrease in clouds overnight into Saturday morning, with our temperatures dropping around 0. And for Saturday, we are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies, with temperatures in the teens for the high. So for today, we are seeing that rain changing over to snow right now. We already had our high temperature, which was this morning, and that was in the mid-30s. The temperature will steadily drop throughout the day from now on. Tonight, we do have a low in the 20s, and this is when we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snowfall. So once again, today is a Storm Tracker 2 alert day due to that wintry mix causing icy conditions and the heavy snow moving in tonight. We will see heavy snow for most of the morning hours tomorrow before clearing out tomorrow evening. We are going to be drying out, but getting a little bit colder for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
So once we get through this snow, we get those brutal temperatures, especially overnight Friday into Saturday night.
I know. It's always the temperatures below 0. I just can't get over it. It's so cold. But yes, finally, we clear out from the snow on Friday, and then we get cold again.
Anna, thanks. After President Biden addressed the nation late this morning regarding the mix in many parts of our viewing area at this hour, And the snow is expected to start falling heavier this afternoon and then much heavier overnight tonight. A number of area schools, including the Utica City School District, have dismissed students early today. All Utica students were dismissed either at 11 o'clock or at noon. Also, a number of snow emergencies are being declared. Among those, the city of Utica issued a snow emergency that begins at 10 o'clock tonight, so all cars must be off the roadways or will be subject to fines and towing. Meteorologist Hannah Evans tracking this storm system for us. And Hannah, how much snow are we expecting overall?
For the Mohawk Valley and up north, we are expecting more snow, about 10 to 16 inches. And then down south, looking like there could be some more ice mixed in there, so less snow accumulation. Let's take a look now at our updated snowfall map at this hour. This is for the whole snowfall event. Once again, for the Mohawk Valley and up north, 10 to 16 inches total can be expected. And most of this snow does fall tonight into early tomorrow morning. We are now looking at some more ice kind of moving in towards Otsego County, so we did lower the snowfall total for them to 5 to 10 inches. We are seeing mostly snow now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, but a lot of the snow is not sticking yet because our temperature is still above freezing. At the Griffith Park Airport in Rome, we are measuring 34 degrees and all of our temperatures are above freezing at this point. So we are shifting to snow here this afternoon. It is going to be pretty icy even tonight, especially down south. So just be careful of that if you do live down there. And once again, we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snowfall tonight. Before the rest of the day, once again, the snow is going to get heavier at the day. That temperature is going to drop, so we are going to be seeing that snow starting to stick here soon. And I will be tracking this out more coming up. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. And it's not just us. Take a look right here. This is what some are dealing with this morning in Michigan. NBC's Shaquille Brewster continues our storm coverage as the system is bringing snow, freezing rain, and brutally cold temperatures.
Overnight, a dangerous deep freeze slamming the south. Treacherous ice coating trees and roadways in Texas. Plummeting temperatures with wind chills that feel like 20 below are impacting parts of the state, not used to such extreme cold. More than 40,000 Texans are waking up without power this morning. The dangerous conditions renewing fears of last year's catastrophic power grid failure that left millions in the dark and hundreds dead. The massive winter storm has already dumped a foot of snow across parts of the Midwest. In Detroit, a difficult cleanup.
This is the wet, heavy stuff?
Yes.
Are you ready for it?
No.
You're not ready for it at all?
Cars frozen over in Oklahoma. The governor deploying the National Guard, just one of multiple states taking emergency measures.
This is something that is rarely done, but the predictions about this storm are, again, severe, and we want to be ready.
The same system responsible for burying neighborhoods near Chicago.
It's dangerous to walk out here.
Jackknifing tractor trailers in Champaign, Illinois, and leaving cars slipping, sliding, and just plain stuck on highways nationwide. The storm already grounding more than 3,500 flights today, adding to the nearly 6,000 canceled or delayed on Wednesday.
NBC's Shaquille Brewster reporting, and remember to keep our Storm Tracker 2 weather team's information close to you at WKTV.com and our free WKTV app. You can find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. There will also keep you up to date on snow emergencies. And again, right now, snow emergencies for the villages of Ilion and Milford are already in effect. The city of Utica and New York Mills have snow emergencies that will start tonight at 10 o'clock. Meaning that all cars must be off the streets. Authorities say one person is
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's meteorologist Hannah Evans.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. We have all switched over to snow here this afternoon, but still not sticking to the roads because our temperatures are above freezing. Let's take a look now at the Cavity Tower camera. We can't really see much. We are experiencing low visibility on top of Smith Hill and elsewhere. On our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, once again, almost all of us has switched over to snow, with the exception of the most southern part of Otsego County. Still seeing some rain and some sleet mixed in there, but a lot of the snow is not sticking yet because our temperatures are above freezing. So the radar and satellite is kind of showing the heavier bands of snow in the dark blue starting to move into our area as the cold front progresses and moves to the east. So a lot of the warm air is starting to move out. We are seeing that cold air coming in, bringing in the snow here this afternoon. National Weather Service still has that winter storm warning out for all of central New York, and this is in effect until 3 p.m. tomorrow. So from 7 p.m. tonight till noon tomorrow, we are going to be seeing the heaviest of snow. 9 to 14 inches is expected in the eastern part of the Mohawk Valley and further down south, with 6 to 9 inches expected up north and the furthest down south. This goes into effect at 7 p.m. tonight until noon on Friday. So let's take a look at 7 p.m. till noon on our Skycast. We are seeing heavy snow in the Mohawk Valley and up north at this time, with some sleet mixed with some freezing rain down south. So that will be the case overnight tonight, looking at some sleet and a wintry mix down south rather than seeing heavy snowfall. Now that looks to clear out by 7 a.m. on Friday, and we're still going to be seeing some snowfall up until about noon. That's when it really starts to lighten up. Here's a look at the ice accumulation concentrated specifically down south in the Oneida area. So if you do live down there, just be careful when traveling. Could be sleet and a mix of freezing rain. So once again, just be careful when commuting tonight and tomorrow. Could be seeing some more slippery conditions. Now here is our total snowfall forecast for this whole event that did start last night going until 5 p.m. on Friday. We're expecting 10 to 16 inches up north and in the Mohawk Valley, with the heaviest of this snow falling tonight into tomorrow morning. We did extend this 5 to 10 inches up into Otsego County because they are looking to see more ice now instead of snowfall, more of a wintry mix. So we did say 5 to 10 inches for them and icy conditions down there. So let's look at noon from on our Skycast. So at noon, we really start to see that snow lighten up, turning into scattered snow showers before coming to an end tomorrow evening. The clouds look to decrease overnight into Saturday, getting pretty cold with our lows just around zero. And we are going to be seeing mostly sunny skies on Saturday with highs just in the teens. So after this all moves out, it is going to get pretty cold. Now for today, we have a high in the mid-30s. That already happened this morning. We saw that rain switch over to snow. Now seeing some snowfall, and the heaviest of it is going to fall tonight as our low drops to below freezing in the 20s. We will be seeing heavy snowfall. So we have 2 Storm Tracker 2 alert days in effect. One for today due to that wintry mix and icy conditions. We will see the heaviest of snowfall tonight. Now tomorrow we will see some heavy snow lingering in the morning hours before it starts to lighten up at around noon. So we still have a Storm Tracker 2 alert day for tomorrow. We do look to dry out but get a little bit colder for the weekend. Back to you, Gary.
Hannah, thanks. The opening ceremony still a day away, but Team USA...
We are under a winter storm warning. A number of municipalities have called snow emergencies to get cars off the road so that the plows can clear the snow.
Not much right now, but as the night presses on, the snow will become heavier. Taking a live look outside for a check of the road conditions. This is downtown Utica, Genesee Street. You can see that there's a little bit of cover right there, like a slush, like a thin layer of snow. The freezing rain turned over to snow, and as we mentioned, it's going to get heavier as the night progresses. Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis is tracking what's to come live from the Weather Center. Bill.
Kristen, we're expecting this storm to ramp up tonight. In fact, not much has changed with the forecast. We did add a couple of zones to the snowfall map here, just trying to pick out where the heaviest bullseye accumulation will be taking place in our area. And we think it's going to be along the hilltops of Madison County and just north of the hills north of the Mohawk Valley, where some locations could be getting 16 inches or more of snow. But the majority of us are looking at about 10 to 16 inches of snow tonight into early Friday. We're also keeping an eye on the southern valleys where sleet is expected to mix in. We talked about that yesterday being a possibility. We're more confident that's going to happen in southern Otsego County, which will likely trim back snowfall totals in that specific area. Winter storm warnings in effect for all of central New York. And again, this is just beginning. We're looking at snow that is going to pick up throughout tonight. It's a live look at the radar. And again, as we head into this evening, temperatures are going to continue to cool down. The snow will start sticking to roadways. Traveling will become a lot more difficult as we head into tonight And again, we're tracking when this system moves out, what conditions look like for Friday morning, and that's coming up. Kristen, back to you.
Keep the Storm Tracker 2 Weather Center close. WKTV.com and the free WKTV app. We have radar images, snowfall totals, closings, and a number of snow emergencies.
An elderly woman was pushed to the ground in
York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are continuing to track snow that will become heavy at times as we head into tonight. We're going to start out by looking at the overall snowfall map, what we can expect from the beginning of this, which took place last night, all the way through tomorrow afternoon. We're thinking a general 10 to 16 inches of accumulation for most areas. Again, we're in the beginning of this event. Most of this heavy snowfall falls tonight. We're going to break this down by time period going forward. But I just want to show you this to show you that the overall picture of the forecast has not changed this evening. We added just a couple of features here that we're going to dive into. First of all, the roads are starting to become slippery. If you're driving this evening, do plan on slushy roads. This is a live look outside. Our CAV Tower Cam is looking a little snowy here on Smith Hill. Our alert day continues through tomorrow, again, due to heavy snowfall. There's likely going to be some mixing taking place, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. South of the valley, notice this purple showing up near Cooperstown. That's some sleet that is mixing in. This line of sleet could make it as far north as southern Herkimer County over the next couple of hours, but it's not going to last all night long. This is expected to drop south and turn over to all snow heading throughout tonight. The radar and satellite image showing a big area of low pressure working in. We've got to get through all of this precipitation before it comes to an end, as it is all heading in our direction. The snowfall for tonight, we're going to kind of focus in on this red zone. About 8 to 12 inches of accumulation is expected for Utica to Little Falls to Speculator. That's where we think the heaviest banding will be taking place overnight. South of this red zone, some sleet starts to mix in. That's going to taper down some of the snowfall totals, about 3 to 6 inches across the southern half of Otsego County. And north of the heavier bands, a general 6 to 8 inches of additional accumulation overnight. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast again. Snow continues to pick up overnight. We're thinking snowfall rates peak out at about 1 to 2 inches per hour, so that's going to cause a very poor visibility at times overnight. Friday morning commute, messy. Looking at widespread heavy snow at 7 a.m. This snow does taper off as we head into Friday afternoon. It still falls pretty lightly through about dinner time or so, and then the snow comes to an end Friday night. We're looking at dry and cold weather heading into Saturday. Snowfall during the day Friday. This is hitting the clock at 7 a.m. and looking onward. Most areas pick up just an inch or two of accumulation, 1 to 3 inches. Where the snow lingers east, an additional 3 to 5 inches of accumulation. So again, most of us get about 10 to 16 total inches of snowfall. Heavy snow tonight, low temperature of 21. Tomorrow we're looking at snow becoming lighter as we head throughout the afternoon, a high of 23. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The weather does turn cold as we head into Saturday. Temperatures in the teens. Looking at overnight lows below zero. On Sunday, temperatures in the 20s. It does warm up as we look ahead, and the weather does look quiet, which, boy, we're going to need a break for sure.
I think so, Bill. Thank you. Yes, the snow is coming, and when it does, the American Heart Association is warning the shoveling can be deadly if you're not careful. One study found 2 minutes of shoveling could make your heart rate exceed the upper limits. And since tomorrow is Go Red for Women Day, the doctor we spoke with talked about the signs for women.
We always see the picture of, an older guy clutching his chest. We think about the, pain on the left side going to the jaw, to that arm. There's some associated symptoms as well, some sweating and different things of that nature. In women, some of these things can present differently. They can present as heartburn. They can present as dizziness, just nausea or vomiting.
Shovel tips for your heart. Don't eat big meals before or after shoveling. Take frequent breaks and use a small shovel. That will keep you from lifting too much snow. A reminder that if you are a senior citizen in Oneida County, you may be able to get help with snow removal. Get a pen. I have a couple numbers for you. Call the Oneida County Office for the Aging at 315-798-5456 if you need some help, Or if you want to volunteer to shovel snow, call the Parkway Center at 315-235-2029. We have both numbers listed for you at WKTV.com. Coming up, bronze medalist Erin Hamlin calls in via Zoom to talk about
We're back with an updated check of road conditions, taking a live look outside. This is photojournalist Keith Hunt on the roads, right on the north-south arterial. And at the top of the hour, we saw a thin layer of snow on the pavement, enough to create a slippery surface. You can see it's picking up in intensity out there, and it's a slushy mix on the roads right now. Take your time if you are going out, if you're heading out for anything tonight. Get it done early and get home so you do not have to deal with this. Again, a live look now. This is on the arterial. We just drove under the pedestrian bridge, heading south on the arterial. Let's get you back now to the Weather Center, where Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis is tracking snowfall at this hour. Bill, what's the latest?
Jason, we're continuing to track snow as it works in from the south. This event is really just starting to get going. We were expecting most of this to happen tonight, and nothing has really changed from the forecast standpoint. We're keeping an eye on some sleet that's expected to work its way in from the south for the southern valleys. This is because we have warm air that is working in a loft. So even though temperatures tonight will be below freezing, we do expect to see some sleet. Even some freezing rain is possible, and it could make things pretty slippery, especially south of the Mohawk Valley. This is the location that we're keeping an eye on. Again, it's the southern part of our area. Otsego County expecting to see some sleet, which could knock down snowfall totals in this particular spot. We're expecting less snowfall here compared to in and north of the Mohawk Valley. So again, that's what we're going to be keeping a close eye on. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, not much has been taking place most of the day, but as we head to the south, we can see a lot more precipitation is going to be moving in, especially as we head closer to midnight tonight. Again, look at the snowfall forecast. That's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Heating up your house will...
Road conditions are deteriorating, but this isn't going to be the worst of the storm.
Let's get you back over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis, tracking the very latest for us tonight. Bill.
Yeah, snow is expected to ramp up tonight. Most of this snow falls overnight, and the Friday morning commute is expected to be very messy. Let's take a live look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. We are getting some reports of sleet mixing in across the southern valleys. This is expected. We're getting them as far north as northern Otsego County. This will be taking place for the next couple of hours before it turns back over to snow later as we head past midnight or so. So that will trim down some of the accumulations here. And you can see this on the snowfall map. This is what we're looking at for total snowfall. And I want to zoom into some areas that we're looking at for the potential of banding taking place. This would be locally higher amounts of snow, Sangerfield, Hamilton, also north of the Mohawk Valley, Stratford, extending into Lake Pleasant, Arietta, parts of Hamilton County. And the other part we want to mention here as we look at the snowfall map, the southern valleys, again, with sleet mixing in here, there's expected to be less snowfall, still several inches of snow. But the southern part of Otsego County could really miss out here, just depending on how far north that sleet line makes it. Again, we're expecting much less snowfall in the southern half of the area. Expect the snow to continue to ramp up as we head into the next several hours, with road conditions getting pretty messy here tonight. We're taking a look at when this snow comes to an end. That's coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The price of nearly everything is going up, and
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Heavy snow is expected to arrive overnight, and we're expecting this accumulation to be pretty heavy by the morning. Let's take a look at the total snowfall that we can expect. And again, most of this happens tonight. We're going to break down the snowfall forecast for tonight specifically, but this is a look at the total because this is going to continue through Friday afternoon. We're expecting a general 10 to 16 inches of accumulation. There's expected to be a band that could produce some locally heavier amounts. So these bands that I've highlighted here are just kind of the estimations of where we could see some of the heaviest amounts. Banding is one of the hardest things to forecast, but just want to give you an idea of what locations could be seeing the highest totals. Another spot to watch very closely, we've been talking about this over the past couple of days, mixing. That's been taking place today, and this is expected to continue to take place tonight. We're talking about some sleet, which could knock down snowfall totals across the southern valleys. Let's take a look at the Yorkville Battery Stern Tracker 2 Doppler radar. As expected, really not a whole lot of weather today. I mean, we've had some light snow, we've had some pockets of freezing rain, but this storm really hasn't ramped up yet. We look across the southern valleys, we're getting some reports of sleet, which will again knock down totals here over the next several hours. This storm will be ramping up here tonight. Live look at our Cat V tower cam. Snow is accumulating on Smith Hill, but again, conditions at the moment not too bad. Temperatures are in the upper 20s. We will see temperatures fall throughout tonight. Traveling is going to become more difficult as we head overnight, especially into tomorrow morning. The morning commute looks messy with snow-covered roadways. By the afternoon, snow becomes lighter. So again, most of the travel issues will be overnight. We've got an area of low pressure approaching, and this is to the south and west of us. It's going to take a track to the northeast, so we've got to get through all of this before it comes to an end. And again, do expect the snow to pick up as we head into tonight. Snowing hard from midnight onward with snowfall accumulations, snowfall rates between about 1 to 2 inches per hour. Where it is sleeting now, that will eventually turn over to snow 2. By 7 a.m., we're looking at all snow across the region. And it will be snowing for the first thing tomorrow morning. The snow will be coming to an end as we head into the afternoon and evening gradually with temperatures in the 20s. So overnight snow, again, we're thinking a general 8 to 12 inches for most areas, especially in and just north of the Mohawk Valley. Across the North Country, 6 to 8 inches of accumulation. And then where it is sleeting, we do expect accumulations to be less, about 3 to 6 inches for the southern half of Otsego County. Heavy snow tonight, low temperature of 21. Snow continues tomorrow, but it becomes lighter, a high of 23. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Gets cold on Saturday. Temperatures in the teens. Overnight lows below 0. Sunday we're up to 25. And the weather next week does look pretty quiet and dry. Sunshine, temperatures will be above freezing again as we head into Wednesday, cloudy skies on Thursday. We'll be right back.
Start with weather. A lot of snow headed our way.
A number of snow emergencies are in effect. Let's get right to the Weather Center with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
All right, we're starting with the snowfall forecast. This is the total that we're expecting from this entire event. And I want to show you this because we made a couple of additions here. We're trying to pin down the banding that's going to be taking place tonight. We highlighted a zone where we think we could have some locally higher amounts. That would be the hilltops just south of Utica and just north of the Mohawk Valley. But most of us are looking at totals between 10 to 16 inches of accumulation. South of the Mohawk Valley, again, what we talked about yesterday and the day before, mixing and some sleet that's starting to get involved here. So we did cut back portions of Otsego County due to that. Winter storm warnings in effect for all of central New York. And we are starting to see this storm finally approach our area. It is just beginning. So this is really going to ramp up tonight. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Temperatures, which have been above freezing throughout almost all of today, are now below freezing, and that's going to help roads turn slushy and slippery as we head into tonight. So traveling will be getting more difficult as we head into tonight, especially tomorrow morning. We're looking at what the morning commute looks like coming up. Back over to you.
Bill, thank you. Several snow emergencies are in place, which means it's time to get your cars off the road. This was a wintry mix earlier today. Take a look. The snow started falling heavier this afternoon, and it will be much heavier tonight. Now, here's a look at the snow just a short time ago. Take a look. This is Route 12 north. A slushy, slick mess, and it's only going to get worse. If you don't need to travel tonight, stay home. Let the plows do their job tonight, and keep the News Channel 2 app handy for the most up-to-date closings and delays. It's free. You'll also find radar images, snowfall totals, temperatures, and closings on that app as well.
Utica police need help finding a group of
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We continue to track snow that is working in from the south. This is expected to be heaviest tonight. This is a look at how much total snow we're expecting. And again, most of this falls tonight. It does linger into Friday afternoon. We're going to break this down by what happens specifically tonight and what you can expect to be shoveling by the time you wake up tomorrow morning. But in general, 10 to 16 inches is expected for most areas. I did add this zone. This is more of an estimate as to where the heaviest banding could be taking place, where we have the potential of perhaps 16 inches or more of snowfall in this shaded region just south of Utica and along the hilltops north of the Mohawk Valley. We'll see if that plays out. I think the majority of us, again, getting about 10 to 16 inches of snow. And then the other part here, we mentioned this yesterday and the day before, the possibility of a wintry mix and some sleet getting involved here. I think that is going to be happening. It's already happening tonight in parts of Otsego County. That's going to knock down some of the totals to about 5 to 10 inches for areas from Cooperstown south. As we look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, again, snow is beginning to break out and become steadier from the south. We're keeping an eye on the extent of sleet. We've been getting some reports of sleet as far north as northern Otsego County, but cold air is starting to crash in from the north, and this sleet snow line is going to be battling it out in this area as we head into tonight. A live look at our Cavity Tower Cam. Some light snow falling here on Smith Hill. Roads are snow covered. It's going to cool off tonight as cold air works in from the north and west. Temperatures will continue to drop through the 20s. The highest impact on driving will be overnight, and we're expecting snowfall rates between about 1 to 2 inches per hour and poor visibility tonight. By the morning, it's snowing. It's not snowing as hard as we head into Friday afternoon, so expect improving road conditions throughout Friday afternoon. The low pressure is going to work in from the south. The storm itself is still well to our south and west, but this will be arriving tonight. And again, this is going to bring some heavy snow to the region. Snow picks up over the next several hours, becoming strongest around midnight here. Again, snowfall rates at about 1 to 2 inches per hour. Where it is sleeting, that sleet is going to be dropping south as colder air works in. So by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, all of us are expecting some light to moderate snowfall. Temperatures will be in the low 20s. Tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, snow continues, but it'll be a lot lighter, and temperatures will be in the low 20s. It does get a lot colder as we head into Friday night. We do get a chance to dry out by Saturday morning. Snowfall specifically for tonight, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., so what you're waking up to Friday morning. Looking at generally 8 to 12 inches of snow from Utica to Little Falls to Speculator. And then where it does mix in with some sleet, again, the numbers are lower in Otsego County. And the north of the valley, thinking 6 to 8 inches of snow falls overnight. Snowfall for tonight, again, that continues. It becomes heavy, poor visibility, a low temperature of 21. Tomorrow, snow heaviest in the morning. The rest of the day, snow is generally light, and road conditions will be gradually improving, a high of 23. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It's cold Saturday, a high of 16, but it is sunny, and we are looking at dry weather. We're below zero Saturday night. Sunday looking sunny with temperatures in the mid-20s. Monday and Tuesday we're in the low 30s, and we do climb above freezing as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday.
Getting lots of closings for tomorrow already.
Yes.
All right, scrolling at the bottom of your screen at WKTV.com. And when you are out there removing the snow, the American Heart Association warns shoveling can be deadly. The risk of a heart attack or sudden cardiac arrest after heavy snow is real. One study found 2 minutes of shoveling could make your heart rate exceed the upper limits.
We're talking about, heavy snow, you're getting down there, you're using your whole body, your core, everything, and then you're picking it up and putting it in another location. That's essentially the equivalent or even more than a stress test.
Take frequent breaks. Don't go out and shovel after you eat a big meal. And again, not lifting heavy snow is the key here. Tomorrow, by the way, is Go Red for Women Day, so you are encouraged to wear red and show that you are taking this seriously.
Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6, the latest on the joining us tonight. We continue our alert day with a winter storm warning in effect for our entire viewing area. Snow coming down harder tonight. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Cardis. He's tracking the storm in the Weather Center. Good evening, Bill.
That is right, Jason. We're expecting heavy snow to continue over the next several hours. I want to show you the big picture tonight, the total snowfall we're expecting throughout this entire event. The only change that was made was I moved that band of blue north. We've been getting more sleet mixing in across the southern valleys, so trim down snowfall totals there, but the rest of this map is intact. We're still expecting a general foot of snow for many areas across the Mohawk Valley. We are under a winter storm warning here in central New York. The live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Over the past couple of hours, we've been seeing sleet work its way northward, but we've been noticing a push of colder weather, at least for now, so a changeover back to sleet from freezing rain earlier across Otsego County. That we continue to monitor very closely because there's going to be potential of more freezing rain overnight south of Cooperstown and along the I-88 corridor. The rest of us, though, still expect to see snow and plenty of it. Our current temperature is 22 degrees. Temperatures remain in the low 20s tonight. Again, some heavy snow is going to be falling here through the Friday morning commute. A look at that forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Keep News Channel 2 free app handy for all of the up-to-date closings and delays. You'll also find radar images, snowfall totals, and temperatures. They can be found on our website, WKTV.com, 24/7. Now, the roads started to get bad right around rush hour. Slow going about 5, 6 o'clock tonight. There were a couple of accidents around the area to tell you about. First, but in the evening, it got worse. As you can see right here, this is the arterial in Utica. Roads were snow covered, some minor accidents along the way. Plows were out in full force. With the snow picking up in intensity across the viewing area, making for poor traveling conditions. That will be the case throughout the night. And at this hour, hundreds of thousands of people are without power across 6 states as a monstrous winter storm continues to strike at a massive piece of the country, crippling travel by air, road, railway. Daryl Forges is in Detroit, tracking the interruptions.
A tornado tearing a deadly path of destruction through Alabama. A train crushing a car stuck on snowy tracks. A truck sliding off the road and flipping into a creek. Another jackknife on the side of the road. These are the scenes across a 2,000-mile stretch of the country as a violent storm strikes more than 24 states.
The rain, followed by the sleet, followed by the ice, followed by the snow, creates a very difficult situation to clean and clear roads quickly, and it will make them more dangerous.
The dangerous weather grinding travel to a halt.
Who knows if I'll get where I'm trying to go?
We are dealing with one of the most significant icing events that we've had in the state of Texas in at least several decades.
In Texas, the storm will test the state's power grid, which suffered catastrophic outages last February.
At the expected peak demand, there should be about 10,000 megawatts of extra power capacity.
Governor Greg Abbott says that is enough surplus to power about 2 million homes, though tens of thousands are already without power. In Detroit, Michigan, I'm Daryl Forges.
New tonight, multiple crews responded to a house fire in Brookville.
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening and welcome back. We are taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Before I get into the radar, I wanted to show you the snowfall map for total snowfall that we can expect throughout this entire event. We're going to get into how much falls from here on out, but the one change that I did make here is the southern half of our area. I've noticed that there's been a lot more sleet mixing in, even some freezing rain, and I think that's really going to cut down on totals in Otsego County, especially the southern part of the county, where only a couple of inches of snow will fall. In fact, it's possible that we could see sleet accumulations in excess of 1 to maybe even 2 inches, just based on the reports that I'm seeing. On the north side, where we see the changeover to all snow, everything else is in order tonight. We're still expecting 10 to 16 inches of total accumulation from this event. And there will be some banding with some heavier amounts involved here as well. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, most of this showing up as blue, but we are getting reports of sleet in Otsego County. It's this particular spot south of Cooperstown, I-88, Oneida, that's been seeing some pretty significant icing with freezing rain over the past several hours. We're going to continue to monitor that for the possibility of more icing here overnight. Live look at our CAV tower cam. We've got the parking lot cleaned up, so we're getting ready to clear that off. We're expecting to see heavier snow throughout tonight, and many of you will be shoveling this heading into tomorrow morning. Temperatures are in the low 20s, and that's where it will stay. We're expecting the heaviest accumulation to take place tonight. This is where we can expect the trickiest travel. The morning commute, slow. Not impossible, but tricky, especially early in the day. The snow will become lighter throughout the afternoon and evening, and conditions will become easier to get around with road conditions improving. Here it is. We're in the middle of it. Expecting bands of heavy snow to continue over the next several hours as low pressure tracks in. Snowfall rates overnight will continue to be near 1 to as much as 2 inches per hour, and that's going to continue through tonight. By tomorrow morning, still looking at widespread light to moderate snow. Again, the morning commute looking tricky. Snow becomes snow showers as we head into tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't really end until later in the day during the afternoon and early evening, and we've got some colder weather to follow heading into Saturday. Snowfall, if we hit the reset button from here on out, how much more additional snow are we expecting? Generally 5 to 7 inches for most areas. There will be some locally heavier amounts of snow from Utica to Little Falls and Hamilton. And again, where Slate's been mixing in, where there hasn't been much snow, Southern Valley is expecting 2 to 5 inches with a gradual changeover by tomorrow morning to all snow. Tonight, heavy snow, 21 for the overnight low. Tomorrow, temperatures in the low 20s. Snow becomes lighter throughout the day. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Cold Saturday, 16 for the high. Overnight lows below 0. Sunday's looking dry. We are back into the 30s on Monday and Tuesday and above freezing Wednesday and Thursday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. The American Heart Association warns that shoveling can be deadly if you're not careful. One study found 2 minutes of shoveling could make your heart rate exceed the upper limits. And tomorrow, just a reminder, Go Red for Women Day. So the doctor we spoke with talked about the science for women.
We always see the picture of, an older guy clutching his chest. We think about the, pain on the left side going to the jaw, to that arm. There's some associated symptoms as well, some sweating and different things of that nature. In women, some of these things can present differently. They can present as heartburn. They can present as dizziness, just nausea or vomiting.
Shovel tips for your heart? Don't eat big meals before or after shoveling. Take frequent breaks and use a small shovel that will keep you from lifting too much snow. Coming up next, the winter games are underway. We have a sneak peek. Continue our Storm Tracker 2 alert day with a winter storm warning in effect for our entire viewing area. Snow coming down harder tonight. Let's get right over to Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. He's tracking the storm in the Weather Center tonight.
That's right, Jason. I just want to show folks kind of the changes that we've made as we get reports, ground reports of precipitation. This is turning to sleet across the Southern Valley, so I made a cutback on totals for Otsego County, especially the southern part of Otsego County. There's been a significant amount of sleet and even some freezing rain, icing taking place here. But it is still falling as snow for a good portion of the area, too, so I didn't make changes for most of this map. But again, south of the Mohawk Valley, a lot more sleet, very slippery conditions any way you slice it. And we're expecting additional snowfall. I'm going to take a look at how much snow we can expect from here on out, how much we can expect throughout the rest of this event coming up. A winter storm warning in effect for all of central New York. And the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar is not picking up the sleet line. It is as far north as northern Otsego County and portions of St. Johnsville and into the Mohawk Valley. But we do expect this to turn over to snow here as colder weather works in tonight. Current temperature is 22 degrees. And again, we do expect roads to continue to be very messy for the next several hours through the morning commute. Looking pretty dicey there, but the snow does come to an end. We are tracking additional accumulations coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Keep the News Channel 2 free app handy for most up-to-date closings and delays. They're at the bottom of your screen as well. You'll also find radar images there, snowfall totals, and temperatures. Snow emergencies can also be found on our website, WKTV.com. The roads started to get bad right around rush hour this evening. Slow going between 5 and 6 o'clock. There were a couple of accidents in the area. And as the evening went along, well, it got worse. Roads are snow-covered, and there were some minor accidents along the way. Plows were out in full force, and the snow is picking up in intensity across the viewing area, making for poor travel conditions. That will be the case throughout the overnight. At this hour, hundreds of thousands of people are without power across 6 states as this monstrous winter storm strikes a massive piece of the country, crippling travel by air, road, and railway. Daryl Forges has the latest.
A tornado tearing a deadly path of destruction through Alabama. A train crushing a car stuck on snowy tracks. A truck sliding off the road and flipping into a creek. Another jackknife on the side of the road. These are the scenes across a 2,000-mile stretch of the country as a violent storm strikes more than 24 states.
The rain, followed by the sleet, followed by the ice, followed by the snow, creates a very difficult situation to clean and clear roads quickly, and it will make them more dangerous.
The dangerous weather grinding travel to a halt.
Who knows if I'll get where I'm trying to go?
We are dealing with one of the most significant icing events that we've had in the state of Texas in at least several decades.
In Texas, the storm will test the state's power grid, which suffered catastrophic outages last February.
At the expected peak demand, there should be about 10,000 megawatts of extra power capacity.
Governor Greg Abbott says that is enough surplus to power about 2 million homes, though tens of thousands are already without power. In Detroit, Michigan, I'm Daryl Forges.
New tonight,
New York's most dependable weather team. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're starting with the total snowfall map tonight. I want to show you this to pick out some things that have changed. Sleet. Sleet has made it as far north as northern Otsego County, and that is problematic. Sleet, freezing rain, these are snow eaters. This has significantly changed the snowfall map for the southern part of our area, thinking a lot less snowfall, especially the I-88 corridor, where there may only be 2 to 5 inches of accumulation. Again, a lot of this is falling as sleet, freezing rain, and there's going to be some ice issues. Very difficult travel in these areas overnight. Where it has been primarily snow, no changes here. Still thinking totals will be about 10 to 16 inches for most areas. Again, it continues to snow here on Smith Hill. Snowfall reports so far, the limited numbers we've been getting, about 3 to 4 inches of snowfall has fallen in the Mohawk Valley. And again, we're really just starting the middle of this storm here as we take a look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Again, snowfall rates right now at about 1 inch per hour. This will continue over the next several hours, so the snow should have a pretty easy time to add up here as we head into tonight. There's going to be a push of some colder air that should make this changeover complete. This is the area that I highlighted here that's been seeing a lot more freezing rain and sleet along the I-88 corridor. So very icy conditions in this area tonight. But again, a gradual changeover is expected to take place over the next several hours. This live look outside, our CAV Tower Cam, our folks tonight helping to clear out the parking lot, but it's already coming down and it's already starting to cover the parking lot here. And again, we're looking at snowfall rates at about 1 inch per hour. Temperatures are in the low 20s. Travel will be most hazardous overnight. The morning commute looks still pretty dicey. It's better in the afternoon as the snow becomes much lighter. And by evening, it's just a few light snow showers and much easier to get around. Low pressure is continuing to approach central New York, and again, this is all we have to deal with here heading into tonight. Our Storm Tracker 2 Skycast, again, continuing to see steady snowfall rates overnight, again, about 1 inch per hour, poor visibility. Things improve somewhat as we head into late tomorrow morning. The morning commute still problematic, steady snowfall, snow-covered roadways, and again, slippery conditions out there. Heading into tomorrow afternoon, the snow will gradually wind down, coming to an end in the late afternoon to early evening. Temperatures will be in the low 20s. It gets cold here heading into tomorrow night. Additional snow. If you shoveled before going to bed, this is how much I think you're going to be shoveling again by the time this is all said and done. Thinking most of us get an additional 5 to 7 inches of accumulation. The spots that we'll see a lot less, again, the southern valleys where sleet and freezing rain have been taking place, only an additional 2 to 5 inches of accumulation expected. Snow tonight, a low of 21 degrees. Tomorrow, snow in the morning. It does become lighter throughout the afternoon, high of 23. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It is cold on Saturday and dry, high of 16, and overnight low below 0. Sunday, we're up to 25. The weather looks quiet. Looking at mostly cloudy skies Monday, sunshine Tuesday, temperatures in the upper 30s as we look ahead to Wednesday and Thursday. Jason.
Bill, thank you. Warning tonight, the American Heart Association worried that when you go out and shovel, it could be deadly if you're not careful. One study found 2 minutes of shoveling could make your heart rate exceed the upper limits. And tomorrow is Go Red for Women Day. So the doctor we spoke with talked about the signs for women.
We always see the picture of, an older guy clutching his chest. We think about the, pain on the left side going to the jaw, to that arm. There's some associated symptoms as well, some sweating and different things of that nature. In women, some of these things can present differently. They can present as heartburn. They can present as dizziness, just nausea or vomiting.
So important shovel tips for your heart. Don't eat big meals before or after shoveling. Take frequent breaks and use a small shovel. That'll keep you from lifting too much snow. And again, tomorrow, go red for Women's Day. Make sure you wear your red. Coming up next,